That could be
Look, this is actually what it feels like to give myself a blowjob.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to Spread the Juice. And wait, let me start again.
No worries.
Welcome back, everybody, to Spread the Juice. Could you all please make sure you're liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel, following all the socials. And today I've got a really exciting guest called Georges from Married at First Sight. And I've also got my amazing Nathaniel, who's here to also interview Georges.
Hey.
And they were on the same series of MAFS together. So it's going to work really nicely, isn't it?
I recognise you. Weren't you at the aisle with
Yes,
me? Yes, you were.
yes.
That was it.
So, Georges, tell me about... First, can you just tell me a bit about you, where you grew up, why you went on MAFS, and how old you are, and things like that?
Fine. So, Georges, 30. So I grew up in Southampton, kind of like Romsey area in Hampshire. I've got an English and French heritage, so nice bilingual background.
Georges.
Hence
Is that why
the
it's
Georges.
Georges?
Yeah, so it's George in English, but obviously with the S, you would say Georges in French.
Oh.
But I like to make it English, so it's Georges.
Do you get pissed off when people say George?
Yeah, I think I will correct you with a typo. I mean, I think I've spent more hours in the comment section where people are spelling my name wrong and they're still standing up for me. They're like, George, I agree with you or whatever. I'm like, Georges, and thank you so much for the comment. So it's like a hug, but it's also like a fucking learn to read, people.
And in real life, do people do it?
Like if I'm doing something, I have to kind of gauge the room, which Nathaniel knows very well. I'm not very good at doing. That's something I need to work on still. At 32 years old, I still struggle to gauge the room.
Yeah.
But I really try and do correct people because you could call me shithead for all I care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's
But
your
if you're
name,
addressing me, just address me properly.
Yeah, it's like me. My name's Gemma, but it's with a J. So I'm always like Gemma with a J, Gemma with a J. I hate it, but it just naturally comes after when I say it.
I remember when you were having an argument with, was it Laura? And she called you George.
Oh,
and it was like a really stiff argument. And you at the end you went,
Georges.
And it's George.
And it's
But
George.
it's like I could be really, and some people are like, oh, it's super petty. Okay, fine. That's your view. That's your standpoint. Great. I'm the one being addressed, not you. So, and like with yourself, Gemma, you want to be addressed properly.
Yeah.
Your name's your name.
My name is my name, and that's how I want it to be said. So.
Yeah, I don't like Gemma with a G. It doesn't work right. And you don't like George without the S.
Yeah.
So I can understand. It's your
there
name.
You go. So, kind of grew up in the South Coast. Had quite a fortunate and like privileged background. I went to private school, kind of did that whole kind of shenanigans when I was younger.
Was it boarding school?
I did board for a little bit when my mum had breast cancer when I was younger. She's fine. Everything's all good. She's still here, so that's amazing. But I had to board for a little bit because obviously there was a lot of pressure on my dad.
Yeah.
My parents owned a super successful French restaurant in Romsey called La Parisienne, which means ladies from Paris, which, they sold and stuff. But, I had a very, very nice upbringing, getting to eat for free at a restaurant, which was like, they were going to do a Michelin star at one point and they never bothered. But, they were going to kind of do all those shenanigans. And then ended up moving to France, lived there for 2 and a bit years, played rugby out there. So was quite talented at rugby.
Did you get good at rugby here and then go there for a team?
So
or?
When I was a kid, my dad just went, pick a sport, any sport, play a sport.
And you're a big guy, come on.
Well, I wasn't when I was younger.
Yeah, you look very rugby.
Yeah, I was very wiry. Yeah, I get told that all the time. Yeah. I kind of got like
What's wrong with being wiry, bro?
Yeah, well, I like to be thick, like daddy vibes,
Gemma's tick as well.
So I obviously never used to be like this. I was quite wiry when I was younger, but anyway, played rugby from a super young age, and I don't know, I hit 14, and all of a sudden, I was really, really quick, because I played rugby for so long. It was I learned a lot with my job about playing multiple sports. When you're younger, you're meant to. It's better for you, better for hand-eye coordination. But let's not get into the work side of things.
What was the standard of rugby did you get to?
So I was pro. I was training in professional teams, playing with professional teams. Got screwed over by London Irish, I came back from France. I was a European champion, so I was at Toulon Academy. So if you know your rugby and I say one English player, most people would know Johnny Wilkinson.
Yeah.
So I was at the team that he played for, going through the academy system, being the only English player there. And then had a couple of offers, and I kind of went, oh, there's a club in England. Why don't I just come home?
Yeah.
Lived in Sunbury, which is where London Irish are, and did pre-season, picked up a couple of injuries, and they just pulled the plug.
Oh my
So I was
God.
like, there was no contract on the table, lots of verbal agreements and stuff, and these are lessons I've learned through my life. Like, you've got to get things in writing.
Yeah, absolutely. I've learned that too.
I've learned that too.
Yeah, I think we all have. So they screwed me over. I then kind of went to Esher, went to Bournemouth, and at 22, I just went, screw this. What's the point in earning a 25 grand contract, playing championship, going back to France, whatever, and picking up another injury? Because I was quite injury prone. That was my biggest problem. So I went, you know what, whatever, it's fine. I'm just going to stop. Did personal training, did that kind of malarkey.
Yeah.
Hit 24, and I went, shit, I need to go to uni.
Is this where your personality comes from, like the rugby background? Because you always
College.
Because you say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
You do stupid stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm not joking. You got in trouble so much on maths.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Love
Like,
that.
so-
but
so
that's
much
also
trouble.
a private school thing, because I used to get in trouble all the time when I went to private school. How long did you board for, just out of interest?
I didn't board for long, like maybe a year.
Okay.
Just
How
a year.
old were you?
I would have been, it was year 8. So how old would we have been in? Was that 13?
13, 14.
Yeah, 13,
Okay,
14.
yeah, not too young then.
So yeah,
That's okay,
but
yeah.
so I didn't really. I was always naughty at school.
Yeah.
Used to be in headmaster's detention. Like, I got told off because I was flicking fountain pen at a teacher's dress.
I hated kids like that.
you
I
ever get
hated kids like
expelled?
that.
No, I didn't. But I did leave at my own accord.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
I was just naughty.
Yeah.
Just really trouble. Like climbing frames, kids running around playing. I'd wait until he came around the corner. I jumped on him. Like, that's horrible. I'm not horrible. You know me. There's no malice behind what I do.
Yeah.
I'm very playful. And I was thinking when I was young, I was very stupid with some of the things I did. Anyway, kind of, I think my personality really grew when I went to college. So I'd done 1 year of sixth form. I realised I was good at rugby, and then I didn't want to do A-levels because I wasn't the most book smart. So I went and did a BTEC at Brockenhurst College, most amazing year of my life.
Brockenhurst, that's in Hampshire, right?
Yes.
Oh, love
Yeah,
where the wild
beautiful.
horses are.
Yes, exactly.
I
It's the
love
most
it there.
beautiful place.
Yeah.
Honestly. Wild horses, the train station's right in the centre of the town. You've got the Pig, which is a super famous
Beautiful.
chain.
Yeah.
I'm not the Pig. That's Le
It's a
Cochon.
hotel.
It's a hotel and a restaurant. You're looking at me like, hey, come here, Piggy, Piggy. Le Cochon. So yeah, that's the year that I kind of just became who I was.
Yeah.
Girls, family attractive, all these things I weren't used to. I wasn't used to these things.
Were you a player?
Yeah.
Are you still a player?
I am. When I'm single, I'm single.
Yes, doesn't
When I'm
it?
single, I'm single. Like, I'm
Yeah.
single. I just do me. But when I like someone, like, I can be quite intense.
Okay.
It's like if I'm interested in someone,
Absolutely,
I will
yeah.
show intensity. But then I think that's a sign of me just showing that I'm interested in someone.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So I'm like, I want to see you. I want to do this. Let's do things. Like, that's kind of how I work.
So what was your dating life like before you did Married at First Sight?
But can I just jump in here?
Go on.
3 of the girls you were already in
Oh,
contact
yeah.
like with. He's basically 3 of the girls on the show. He was already in their DMs, or was met up with some of
I
them.
remember you telling me.
Yeah. So I already knew Laura.
Yeah.
Chelsea girl.
Pardon?
Chelsea girl.
The Chelsea girl.
Chelsea.
I actually one of her friends came up to me in the gym yesterday. She went, "Oh, you were on MAFS," and I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Oh, I'm friends with one of the girls." I was like, "Who?" She's like, "Laura." I was like, "Don't like her." And she went, "Oh," and I went, "Have a nice gym session." I was like, "I don't need to." Like, she seemed really nice, this girl.
Yeah.
And I felt really bad, but I was like, "Why do I feel bad? I don't
You
get
don't
on
need to
with
feel
Laura.
bad.
She's not my person."
No.
I don't-
And that's fine.
That's cool.
Do you know
But
what I
I just
mean?
wanted to cut the conversation short. I didn't need to talk about her. You know?
See you
Exactly.
later.
We don't agree on things. Cool. See you later. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Arrivederci. Ella, I knew from Bristol because I lived in Bristol. Who
Is
else
that Rush
did
as
I
well?
know?
Bristol.
Yeah.
Oh, and Erica.
But no, you're not telling me where you met her.
Oh, I met
Come
Ella
on.
in the strip club.
What, was she a stripper?
Yeah. So I met Ella in the strip club.
Oh,
so
I love
Because
that.
you guys didn't see this. So we walked in. we got on from day dot.
Yes, we did.
We're in the canteen eating together just when we're filming, we're doing the press day.
Oh, yes, I remember.
So me and him get on really well. So obviously, I've walked in now. We've walked in, we're like, hey, bro. His face just looks at me like, you know, when me and Eddie have walked in the room and he's like, and I'm like, I've got to speak to you.
Yeah.
Obviously, when the cameras are cut, he's like, bro.
Yeah.
We
did a whole scene. So we had a chat, and you were like, "It's cool. I'm okay with it." And I was like, "So am I." But we're being made to do this, so let's just do it.
Basically, but they wanted to obviously cover it up to cover up Ella's history of working in a.
But then obviously it never got used or whatever. So and then I knew Erica. How did I know Erica?
You were in her DMs as well.
Question: when you met Ella in the strip club, did you know she was trans?
No, I didn't.
Would you have still got a number if you knew?
Not for me.
That's fine, and that's fair.
Yeah. I support everyone for what they want to do, who they want to be. Yeah. Absolutely fine with that stuff.
Yeah.
Just not for me.
No.
And do you know what it is? It's okay to say that.
Yeah.
It is actually okay to say that, and I think a lot of people get scared just to go, I can't say that.
Absolutely
fine. I can say what I want. Like I'm not trying to take over the world. I'm not trying to push an agenda on anyone.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just saying what I want to say.
Did you get with her?
No, I didn't. We never did anything.
Kiss?
No, we matched on Tinder before I met her in the strip club.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then I didn't realise, obviously, Ella was Ella when I met her.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, yeah. And then I was
And
like,
then you
hello.
were like,
And I went, why do I recognise you? And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, look at that fucking rack. I love tits.
I saw on the
titties. I was looking, I was like, look at those fucking tits. I went, why do I recognise you?
Yeah. And Tom knew Ella as well.
Oh, yes, Tom
did
know Ella as well, yeah.
So they were talking as well. It was like, you guys were all just having secret threesomes before the party started.
Oh no, that's how I knew Erica. So I did Celebs Go Dating years before, and she was at a mixer that I did. So it was the mixer where Chloe Sims and I went on a second date.
Oh, you went on a date with Chloe?
Yeah, I went all the way to the end. So
yeah.
When I went on MAFS, people thought that Chloe pied me after our first date. No, I went...
Chloe Sims?
Chloe Sims.
Yeah.
I did the whole show with her.
Yeah.
So we did a first date, and then the hook,
or
the caption was that she was like, I've had too much, well, I want to go. But she just had too much to drink.
Yeah.
So we then met for a second time, had a really good time.
And this was off camera?
No, this was on camera
too, yeah.
And then she invited me to Crete. So I did the whole show with her in Celebs Go Dating, but loads of people don't know that. They just thought I got pied by Chloe.
So then what happened after Celebs Go Dating with you and Chloe?
I said, let's go sushi making, because we spoke about it before.
She's like, babe, it's a TV show.
Yeah, no, she did. She basically was like, yeah, we'll see. She's never bothered. Yeah. But I am going to give you guys a bit of gossip, which I've actually never said on camera before.
Go on, let's go the juice, everyone.
When I was in Crete, the first night I got there, I slept with one of the other contestants all week.
Who?
You won't know who she is. Like she's got a boyfriend and blah 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 for years now.
Yeah.
But
so
like
you
I
were
got
Crete
there
for Chloe.
Yeah.
But you're sleeping with. Sorry, I'm getting excited.
So you must have known that you and Chloe was going to fizzle out if you were cheating.
We went together. I just went on 2 dates with her, and she invited me to Crete. And I got there, and I was a menace at that point. So I was really lean. I looked pretty jacked, but I was a bit skinny. My brother had just had his wedding. They'd flown me over from France. I got there a day late, and this girl had just been on her date. And I said to myself, every time someone new joins us at the table, another round of shots. We were like 12, 13 shots of tequila. I was battered.
Yeah.
Like, I was battered. And she'd lost her room key, and I went, oh, don't worry, you can stay with me tonight. And she stayed every night. She just went, what, big, strong rugby lad? She was like, yeah, I'd love to. And I was like, shall we? She was like, oh, but they're going to know. And I went, nah, let's just go. And they thought it was her and someone else.
Oh my
so
God.
When we were chatting at breakfast the next morning, we had all these stray cats on our laps and stuff.
Oh.
Which I loved, like, you know, what Crete's like and stuff.
Did you ever sleep with Chloe?
No, I didn't.
No.
Question, have you ever been with anyone from production? I don't want to ask you this as well. You know, like obviously when you're filming a show.
No, I haven't.
Have
you?
Even when I was on the dating shows, it was kind of. I'm not going to say who though, because I don't.
Sucking them off in the back.
I was never sucking anyone off. Thank you very much.
They were
just
sucking you
just
off.
having little kisses and cuddles.
Right, okay.
Oh, that sounds boring.
Hey, guys,
We want blowjobs, we want rim jobs, we want
2 years,
all.
guys. 2 years. I'm a
I used to
virgin.
fuck
2
my
years.
strip club manager though.
Oh.
In the office, like in the
Really?
work.
When all the
We'd just
the
shut
money,
the door.
the
I don't know
money's
if I want
flowing.
this on, but anyway.
It's coming. No, it's coming on.
Yeah, include that in the edit, please.
No, but when I was a stripper, I don't know why I was like, I did fancy him at the time, but there was a little office that all the girls would come to exchange their chips for cash, so it was quite busy. And he literally just dragged me in there and shut the door, like consensually. I'm not saying, you know.
Well, you'd obviously
I
been
liked
flirting
the
and stuff.
dragging.
Yeah.
And he locked the door and there's people banging. Oh no, she's just fucking me on the desk.
No,
Fucking
no,
live
the
for
only thing
that
was
shit.
banging was you.
Yeah, it was me, not the people. I was about 22.
Yeah, there was no one knocking on the door. There's no one there. No one there. It was you.
Giving it fucking
There were
stacks.
these angry strippers. They wanted their money.
Yeah.
Pay me,
But I was
me.
young when this happened. I don't do that stuff anymore.
So have you, quick before we carry on? Sorry,
Uh,
I'd like to
no.
know. Never.
No, I'm just trying to think. No.
Okay. Just me then.
Yeah.
I was
Just
you're the
you.
cool
I
kid.
just find obviously the people in the back more attractive than ever who's been
Yeah,
sitting
they
next to
are
me.
sometimes.
They're definitely, I got on better with, you and I definitely got on better with the crew than the cast.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like, not my people. Like, there's a few of the boys I hang out
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
One or two of the girls, I'd be like, yeah, let's grab coffee, let's grab a drink, whatever.
Yeah.
Not my people. I don't get on with those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they all
So-
live in fucking La La Land.
Yeah, most people do who's on telly.
Oh my God, the most
Don't.
obnoxious
no,
fucking...
I know. We are literally the only. I only like you in telly.
Yeah, well, I
that's
only really...
it. I don't like anyone else. But
I'm so
what,
liked.
We are friends.
what made you go on MAFS then? How did that journey start?
So, obviously, I didn't say this before, but was meant to go on Love Island season 3.
Oh, really?
So I was on the dry run for Love Island back in the day. So that was Chris Kem Olivia's year.
Okay.
And like I thought I was getting on it that summer.
Yeah.
Because like I did the dry run, so they fly you out, you go in the villa, you test the cameras. We were the first people in that villa.
Yeah.
Before anyone else had been in there.
Yeah.
And we finished the filming and they went, guys, thank you so much. And they went, Georges, by the way, you were fucking hilarious. You had us laughing for like the past 48 hours. And I'm like, personal appraisal in front of all the other cast.
Yeah.
I said, I fucking got it. I said, I'm
But
going
they
on.
went, but you look shit on camera.
No, you ready for
Thanks
this?
very much.
And you want to know why they didn't pick me? None of the girls fancied me. Yeah, none of the girls fancied me.
Is that why?
Yeah. So I wasn't anyone's type.
So they thought no one's going to like him in the next
So
next
yeah,
round.
because
But you
in
know
the
when girls say tall, dark, handsome, like what?
yeah, but I was like, I wasn't how I am now. Like I back myself against anyone. Like in most situations, like
Yeah, that was quite a while ago. That
yeah,
series.
I was
Yeah.
like 23, 24.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that happened. Always was kind of on the database because you know what it's like. You go on a database.
Yeah.
He has a personality. We'll use him for something one day.
Yeah.
Applied for MAFS Series 2 and they'd kind of done all the casting and they were like, oh, we'll be in contact. They got in contact with Series 3. It was Series 9 or whatever it was for us.
Yeah.
But it was the third series of the new format,
Yeah.
or the Australian format. And I was like, fuck it. I'm turning 30. I want to find someone, you know, I referred to myself as Hugh Hefner without the noncery. In my interview,
Yeah.
they loved it. They thought it was fucking hilarious, and they're like, "We're going with him." So they paired me with Peggy,
Yeah.
who was the complete polar opposite to me, and I was basically everything that she wanted, and I had to.
No, you wanted big titties and she had titties.
She had big titties.
Yeah.
I remember turning around, and I remember how much hate I got on my wedding day.
We watched. We were going back
So
through.
Yeah.
funny.
No, we were watching it. Yeah, 2
It's
days
funny,
ago.
yeah. 2 days
It's
ago.
funny. It was a flip of a coin. Some people loved it. I
Yeah.
got so much abuse.
Yeah.
And I said to these people, I was like, that's cool. I've not reduced her to a pair of tits.
I said, I like the titties.
She just has a nice pair of tits.
And they're quite out as well.
And they were like fucking poking me in the face.
Yeah. And you like tits specifically.
I asked for fake titties.
Yeah, and
I
you got
said,
them.
I want fake boobs. And they went,
Yeah.
tick. That's all I said.
Yeah.
I didn't say
That's what he
skin
wanted.
complete.
Got it.
That's all
Married
I
at first
said.
sight. It was a pair of tits at first sight
Yeah.
for me. No, but obviously there was so much more to it, and they then obviously showed the transition in the journey. But like, I was proper respectful to her on the day. I just forgot. I had a couple of drinks. I was proper locker room chat. I was there like with my boys, but my
Yeah,
boys
of
were
course.
laughing. But the way they made it look was they were going like this, or they were just like, oh no.
Yeah.
They were all laughing the
It's
whole
funny
time.
though,
I'm
yeah.
not blaming the edit. The edit was me.
Yeah.
They were my actions, and I own every single thing I've said in my life.
Didn't your
right now, I
best
do the
man
same.
rinse you? Was it
No,
you, or was it someone else?
No,
That was Tom, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
no. My best man
Yeah.
said he gave a speech on how to date me.
Yeah.
That's what he did. But he gave 3 good things and 3 bad things. What made the edit? Not the good things.
Only the
bad
bad
things.
things.
So it made it, and then
obviously.
he has a complex about it now.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
absolutely has a complex
Can't
about
trust.
You
it.
can't trust
And I
the
trust-
edit.
and I
Just don't trust
batter him all
anyone.
the time. I'm like, here he is, best man with the worst best man
Yeah.
speech. He hates it. He absolutely hates it.
So when you first saw Peggy, how did you feel? Initial attraction, was it there straight
Oh
away?
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought she was stunning.
Yeah.
And even without makeup on,
Yeah.
she's pretty.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, I'm gonna say as well. Honestly, through the whole experience of me being there, you were probably the one husband and probably couple that tried.
oh
Like
fuck,
it was
Yeah.
100% trying.
Yeah.
It was. I'm doing this experiment. You didn't want to hang out with the boys. He's like, I'm focusing on my wife.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you were doing it properly.
Yeah.
Everyone else wanted to party and drink.
Well, everyone cared about
and
after
get drugs.
That's
and,
what they.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Yeah. Everyone cared about what was coming. I cared about why I was there.
Yeah.
I promised myself. I was like, I'm not going to do this like everyone else because everyone sees it as an opportunity,
Yeah,
whatever.
for sure.
I'm going to be me. If people don't like me, I still am who I am. I sleep really fucking well at night.
Yes.
Probably too well. And I'm okay with what happens and the repercussions. So I just gave myself that. And you saw it.
But it was.
But that's
the
why I
whole
lost
cast-
myself.
The whole cast against George. I'm not, and this is not no joke. That the first week, but the producers came down to. I remember all of us and going, "Why have we chosen you? This is what I thought you were going to give us something good." Rah rah rah. And obviously, I think you just said something, and then they used that against you for the whole of the cast, and that's what happened. And the whole cast. We just didn't want to talk to you.
Yeah, no
it was
one
only
talked to
it was only me
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
to you. I was
yeah.
like, bro.
Yeah, it was
come
mental.
on. I'm not. It
That's
was
always,
so. It was
the black sheep of the
it was
cast.
so-
That's what I
Don't
usually
care.
am.
But it was
Yeah.
it was horrible to see because obviously I could see it with you because obviously you were sticking with Peggy. Peggy wasn't sort of like she was just dollying around. She doesn't really
Yeah.
get into the.
She
depth.
wanted to be friends with everyone,
Yeah.
but she still wanted to spend time with
Yeah,
me.
she doesn't get into the deepness of it.
Yeah.
But you were just you were
Yeah.
getting.
So you would say at the start of you and Peggy, it was going really well. You could see a future.
Yes and no. It was a really funny situation because in an outside situation, I would have probably said, I would have asked a couple of questions to my friends. But you went quite quickly. So I didn't really have anyone, I didn't trust anyone. Because already I had a fucking diary which was trying to be used as the black book with all my business
The
ideas.
black
Honestly, Thomas had a black book, which was a diary as well, and he was writing things in there. I was just trying to journal and enjoy my life because I had no structure. My brain was like, oh my God, I can wake up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon if I want, or midday, and I can actually not do life.
But
Yeah.
when Ella came down and told me that straight away, she went, "He's got a black book." I don't know, what do you mean he's got a black book? She went, "Peggy's just shown me he's got a black book." But it was Peggy
A
who showed
diary
me.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
black is not the same as a black book.
But it was
Yeah.
it was
trying to.
It was
It
a
was a
Black
black
Hugo
book.
Boss book, actually. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Cost me 30 quid.
Yeah. But it was the things in there. It was the things you wanted to achieve and things
Yeah,
that
mine for my life.
Yeah, yeah. So which was when you look back at it like that, but
Yeah.
in that pressure pot of a TV show, and then especially when everyone was against you, then it didn't look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say that cracks were showing with you and Peggy from the start?
I didn't see them. I didn't see any of the cracks, but everyone else could. But one thing I will say is every emotion I felt during the filming, I felt when I watched it back,
Yeah.
which is why we kind of ended fairly quickly, or I started to be like, why can't she see how her behaviors were
Yeah.
affecting me? It
Yeah.
was, I had to just accept things, and she was allowed to do what she wanted.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's not how this kind of should work.
I specifically remember her dad not accepting you. Was that
Oh,
real?
yeah.
Oh, this is that guy. One sec. Hello? So, I seem to remember Peggy's dad didn't accept you. Was that real?
So with Peggy's dad, I tried so hard. Like I was like, let's go see West Ham play. Like he genuinely just didn't care. I really thought he was a nice man. I would probably say the way it was shown was her mum did love me, but I remember her mum during homestay going, I think she said something along the lines of, I want there to be drama on the show. So Cam, who was the story producer, what do you need me to say? And he was like, I need you to be like, I don't like him.
Yeah, so
and that screwed her a little bit because Peggy's mum's actually really, really, really lovely lady. Pat. Yeah.
It's a shame because I think people were there for a storyline and a TV show instead of real feeling sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's just say Ella because obviously forget Ella, let's go JJ.
Jesus Christ.
JJ.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what on earth is that about?
He rang me after the Closer gave me a ring and were like, can you give us a comment on JJ and Katie Price? Because obviously I play football with one of Katie's exes. Well, I raise money for charity. That's not what we do. We don't play football. We raise money for charity.
Kieran.
Hayla. Hilarious. Like, I think Kieran's great.
Yeah, he's so lovely.
And just makes me laugh. Like, she's exactly what I knew he would have gone for. It's like part of me, like, it was probably pre-orchestrated. Yeah. But she thinks he's so fit. But she's tiny and so's he. And she's, he's got loads of money. He's obviously been really successful with what he did. Obviously, it was like penny stocks or something or whatever. I can't remember the ins and outs of it. But he took like a loan out, put it all on a penny stock, and it turned into millions. So like,
really?
Oh, so yeah.
A millionaire?
Well, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
And then he bought loads of properties, loads of cars, and he's got a great life. He does really. I don't think he does much from his clothing brand. Probably turns over a couple of grand.
Yeah. No, but that's why she'll be with him then.
He's caked. I'm pretty sure he's caked. Yeah. Just. I tried with him. I was like, to be fair, he had my back the night that Luke got the Paps to turn up to his night. I was with Peggy, and he went, don't let Peggy come in, the Paps are here. Because obviously we were trying to be quiet about us still being together. Okay. And I was like, fair play to him. But like, this is shit that I would say to him. Like, again, this is stuff that I would happily say to someone's face.
Everyone's face, yeah. So can I ask you, before we go on to the juiciest topic of all, can I just ask you, after the show, you and Peggy stayed together for a while, didn't you?
Until it was like end of January. But
he came out in February.
I bought, ready for this, I bought her flowers, cards, a balloon, stuff like that. Just bought a few things for Valentine's Day. And then she went behind my back and announced that we'd broken up on Valentine's Day. So I know that she was wanting me to break up with her, because the second I was like, I need a bit of time to think about this, I gave myself 3 days. And I was like, nah, let's keep going. Yeah. And she was like, no. You're not in it. You don't want it. She ran with the idea. Yeah. Second I said it, and that's why she was always trying to put it on me. So
was she being real throughout the whole thing, would you say?
I don't know. Yeah. I thought she was. But looking back, she never took ownership of anything that she did to me or made me feel on the show. Like, she is adamant that I cheated on her. Adamant. I had a couple of girls come up to me in January in our first celebrity soccer football match who went, by the way, bumped into Peggy the other day. I was like, oh, I hope she's great. Don't really care, but I hope she's great. As long as she's okay, her family are healthy, that's all that I care about. Okay?
Yeah.
And they went, oh, we didn't even ask about it. She started saying that you cheated on her. I was like, why is she bringing that up? It's just so mental.
So you're not civil now?
I haven't spoken to her in over a year.
Yeah.
I know she talks about me and stuff, and I'm clearly talking about her right now. But as long as she's alive and her family are healthy, that's all I need to know. Absolutely, that she's okay. Couldn't give a shit.
Do you know what the horrible thing about this whole situation is that you, especially when I was watching it yesterday,
but I do have some gossip on that situation.
It is that the fact is that you meet a stranger and they start becoming a stranger, and you cope with some really weird, hard experience together, and then you're strangers again.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
It's sad.
That's just really life, sad. Though, I think, as well as the show. But in life, you meet a stranger, and then my ex still strangers.
But it's a real sad thing, isn't it? It's not a very nice thing.
No, it's not nice at all.
I will say one thing though. Around Christmas time, I had a girl message me who said to me, by the way, when your contract with Peggy runs out, she's going to get back with her ex. And I went, well, what contract? I was like, I didn't know I was under a contract. She was buying Christmas presents for her ex, and he'd blocked me on every social media. I was like, well, that's fucking weird. Why has he blocked me? My friends found his page.
Yeah.
I think she's with him now. So I think that was going on behind my back. Because she never saw me. I saw her once every 2 weeks. She came to mine 3 times. In 11 months, we had sex 6 times. Well, I counted.
11 months, 6 times.
Yeah. I mean, it took me 6 months to have sex with her. But then in the 5 months following...
But wouldn't that show you that she's faking it?
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, of course. But
you're with them every day.
Well, we were at the start, but then obviously she didn't want to have sex on TV, and then post-show we still took forever to have sex. And anyway, old news, but just I think she was just waiting for me to kind of be like, I don't want to do this anymore, and then she ran with it because she was already like meeting up with her ex Ollie or something. Yeah, I think she lives with him now or whatever.
So, since Peggy,
that one ex.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next.
Since Peggy, we're about to spread some serious juice now because have you spoke about this before?
Very briefly on Fubar.
Okay.
That was it. But that was 15 minutes.
This is spread the juice.
So we can we can go
so
into as much detail as you
start
want.
with everybody might recognise you also for being an ex of Ekin-Su.
One of her many, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's fucking been with way too many dudes in the industry now.
Yeah.
Like, way too many.
She was messaging one of my groomsmen from my wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, she loves it.
So where did you meet Ekin-Su?
So she slid into my DMs. She DM'd me. I went on a podcast. It was a wedding. A wedding mayhem. It was a marriage podcast. They have like a wedding company. Blah 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 blah. And they were like, "Who would you like to kiss next?" And we'd been talking about her before. I went, "Fuck it, yeah, I'd love to kiss Ekin-Su." And I was like, "Give me a ring." Looked at the camera. Blah 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 blah. 2 weeks later, she slid into my DMs.
She must have seen it.
She did. She saw it. She was like, I kept seeing it, and she was like, I wanted you to message me, but I was like, why not? You made me laugh.
Yeah.
And she messaged me on the Thursday. I was in her by Saturday night. Literally.
When was this?
May last year.
Okay.
May last year.
So we all know she's a kind of clout queen, isn't she?
I mean,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, she's a baby. Yeah.
She's good at it.
Why did you not? Why was your relationship not advertised? How would you ever speak about that? Because it would have done really well for both of you in the press. And
well, she didn't think it would have for her. She thought I was negative for her.
Really?
And she didn't want it to come out because... so basically, she was doing a rebrand, which didn't really work because she was bringing out a book.
So is this after Big Brother?
Yeah, this is all after Big Brother. I met her... was it April? No, it was April. Yeah, I met her in April.
Yeah.
And... yeah, so we met. We went from seeing each other once to twice, thrice, very, very, very quickly. I remember the day I got back to my hotel room after meeting her. I stayed over that night. I deleted every dating app. The second I'd met her, I went to my room, deleted every dating app, just locked myself off. I was like, we get on. Like she's a bit of me. I had never watched her. The only time I'd ever met her was at Davide's Cymax event, and she even said to me the night I met her, she was like, "I remember you that night."
Yeah,
and she's not a bad person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. So I want to make one thing very clear: she isn't a bad person. I just want to call her out for her actions because her actions are bad and she does it all the time.
Yeah, well, she definitely does because I noticed even on Big Brother, she was saying things like, oh, I would never go on OnlyFans. I would never even post in underwear or even in a bikini.
That's all she does.
That's all she does. And then she was slating Love Island and then she's back on. So I don't know what's up with her to make these like contradicting statements, but... It's about owning it, isn't it? Because we all do it, but I mean...
we all make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Just own up and go, I fucked up, I did this, I did that.
Time and
so
place.
she hasn't apologised, she hasn't
apologised, she hasn't taken accountability, we have spoken...
Wait, apologise for what? Because we need to go into that.
Well, for fucking messing me about.
So that's
for
what
shagging Curtis before finishing with
so
me.
Were you actually with her when she went on Love Island?
Yeah, I knew she was going on. We spoke about it in October. And then I was with her. She met my parents at Christmas. We did Boxing Day together. We did New Year's Eve. I left hers on the 2nd or the 3rd. She flew on the 4th. I was the last person she rang before her phone was
So
taken
you
off
knew
her.
that she was going on.
I knew she was going on it.
What-
And she was like, I won't be there long. I'll come straight back to you. I can't wait to see her. Miss you already. Like, her last messages to me were, I can't stop thinking about our future. I love you. And I can't wait to be with you.
So you were dropping L bombs.
Oh, yeah. We've been dropping albums from like 6 to 8 weeks.
So how long
And-
were you together?
From when we met in April, I didn't go with anyone else. Didn't like any pictures. Didn't do anything. So,
Yeah. So almost a year.
well, yeah, it was like an eight or nine from April to start of January.
isn't it? Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so 8 months, 9 months from the second we met to when we were. But I was still with her, and I spoke to her best friend every night. She would every night. And her friend lives in the US. Her best
So
friend lives in
did
the
she
US.
say to you, "I'm gonna go on there and just fake it because I need this opportunity"?
The rule was only kissing dudes.
Yeah.
And like,
No boyfriend.
I didn't watch it. I was like, yeah, no boyfriends, nothing like that.
Are
Yeah.
they really together though?
Oh yeah, he called me out in the papers the other day
Like,
for a
What-
boxing fight.
What did he? Did he?
Yeah.
have you
Oh,
looked-
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
front row, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So of course, Ekin-Su then got with Curtis Pritchard on.
Yeah. But there's a lot of inside info that I've been getting from a couple of the boys.
Yeah, but obviously
Ekin accused
alleged-
me of being gay because Duncan. I was talking to Duncan from Blue, and
Who
he wanted.
hasn't?
We were going to go to the gym. I was like, let's go to the gym. Let's train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, give me your phone. She looked through my messages. She used to look through my work phone because I coach a lot of female clients,
Yeah.
and she was literally like looking through my phone and stuff.
We actually haven't even said what you do.
Oh yeah.
You're an online PT. right?
Online health and
Yeah,
fitness
yeah.
coach. Yeah, radio presenter, and
Yeah.
obviously we do a bit of social media and stuff. but yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us the inside. What you just said. You said you had some inside info.
Oh yeah, that apparently like she was accusing Curtis of being gay the whole time. She was like, "You're gay. Stick with me, and we'll definitely get to the final." Like the boys that I know were like, because when I spoke to them, they were like, I was like, "Oh yeah, I know Ekin really well," and this hadn't dropped. None of the news had dropped, and he was like, "Oh yeah, she's lovely." I was like, "No. Like you can be honest with me." He was like, "What do you mean?" I was like she's still my girlfriend. And this was at the time, like, no, this was after, so
Yeah.
she wasn't. So we'd finished. I was like, she was my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he went, what? I was like, yeah, she's fucked me over. Like, I started therapy. I've never had therapy in my whole life.
Yeah.
And when I told her, she went, oh, that's good that you've gone to therapy. I think we should all go. I didn't need therapy.
So did Ekin-Su break your heart?
She fucked me up. I cried straight for like, I don't know how many nights, weeks. From, I would probably say, so she was there 6 weeks. I'd probably say I cried straight from week 1 or 2 to like, she didn't speak to me for 8 days post show. She had her phone for 8 days. She didn't message me. Maybe she did. She went, I'm overwhelmed. It's all like,
Yeah.
it's all a bit like cloudy now because it's kind of,
Wait,
Sounds
when's
very
this?
selfish to me.
oh, she's the most selfish, entitled person I've ever met. She didn't want anyone to know about me except she wanted me to fix her. Like every big awards night that she ever went to, who do you think was in her hotel room waiting for her?
Yeah.
But you couldn't go with her. as
Me,
a
of
plus
course I
one.
couldn't go. She didn't want me to go with her.
She thought that she was a bigger star than you.
No, she thinks she's the bee's knees. I used to book her fucking flights. I used to be her fucking PA. I said to her once, I was like, what am I, your fucking PA?
Yeah.
Like I did everything for her. I used to drive her everywhere. I used to pick her up. She said, oh, I feel really anxious. Can you come see me? Yeah, sure. Drive an hour and a half. I'll drop my clients. Like blah, blah, blah. Like I
Yeah.
fucking bent over backwards for the girl.
Yeah.
She used to stonewall me as well. So stonewalling is when you don't text your partner because when you've had an argument. So I'll explain the situation. I was in Crete. Was I in Crete? I was in one of the Greek islands for a friend's wedding. We were at a beach club. There was no one there. All the boys and their girlfriends.
Yeah.
I take a picture of my food and there's a girl's bag in there.
But you're at a wedding.
Yeah, but are you ready for this? She didn't talk to me for 3 days. She ignored me for 3 days. But she would have expected me, and she expected me, to still message her like nothing had gone on. So I'd just be talking to myself in the fucking conversation. Hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing that. Oh,
Why
my
did you put up with that, bro?
I don't know, man. I don't know why. But
Love.
now I look back, like with Peggy, I've learnt my lesson, and I've learnt my lesson with this. I now know what is right and what is wrong. But I
Did
just
you-
put up with it because I fucking loved the girl. I was so
Yeah.
broken when she did what she did to me.
Did you try and contact her when the show finished?
I messaged her the whole time when she was on the show. She said, message me. She said,
Yeah.
just text me. She's like, text me and like, I'll get back to it when I get back.
Yeah.
Like I said, spoke to her best mate every day.
Yeah.
Who lived in the US. We'd speak for hours.
And what have you spoke to her after this situation?
So we spoke. So she messaged me, and then when I was in Thailand 8 days afterwards, she rang me. It was a 3-way call with her best friend, of course, because we had this really fucking weird dynamic. Anyway, she was then like, I'm horny, let's talk. So she then rang me.
After the show?
Yeah.
While she's with Curtis?
Yeah.
You are
But
still in the juice, bro.
she even denied it to her best friend. She was like, no, I didn't do that. I was like, well, you fucking did. Part of me was going to record it.
Yeah.
But then I was like, that's not me. Like, I'm not going to do something
not
I'm
in
not
your
just to try and
nature.
catch her out. I'm not trying to catch her out. I'm not sat here lying. I'm just saying exactly what fucking happened. She was talking to me a little bit whilst I was in Thailand. I was there for work, but then it was my birthday.
But did you say, why did you do this to me? Or what's going on?
She would ignore certain questions. And I didn't know what was going on. She even said to me when she was on the phone, she was like, I don't even know this guy yet. I don't even know if I like him. But I have to try and pursue it. And I'm like, well, that's me out. I was like, you can't have 2 fucking boyfriends.
But
I was like, I'm done. I'm out.
But it's they know they're better together than they are single.
Oh, of course they are.
Oh, it's a
But
clout relationship.
The problem is, I am fully to blame. Because I encouraged these behaviours. I am fully to blame for the way she treated me because I let her. That's it. If I didn't let her and I went, actually, no, I was a pushover. I loved her so much. I was like, no, it's okay. You have what you want. Have what you want.
It seems like a rolling thing that you're pushover for women.
Yeah.
So
when I think someone's out of my league. I met her mum. I met her brother. So her brother came over at Christmas. Not to mine, but to hers.
Yeah.
I picked him up. She even denied it. She said, I didn't meet my brother. I've got text messages being like, I'm picking you up.
Have you got pictures? We need to insert pictures.
I haven't got pictures of me and her brother.
You've got pictures of you and her, haven't
Oh,
you?
yeah, I got loads.
Yeah. We'll insert loads of those.
Yeah.
Slideshow.
And then what else? We spoke a little bit. And then she messaged me. We had an argument. I was like, you're gaslighting me. And she was like, don't speak to me like that again. Having a go at me. Couldn't take accountability. A couple of hours later, it's my birthday in Thailand, but it's like whatever time in the morning in the UK. So in theory, my birthday, but obviously
It's so weird hearing this because I know my friend that speaks to her, or used to speak to her, is the one that pies her off.
Oh, really?
So
Who is it?
I don't want to say because he's just told me.
Boring.
It's not part of the show.
No, I'm joking.
look at my groomsmen. If you want to go back, you'll see.
Oh, yeah, the groomsmen. Yeah.
And he treats her
Like shit.
tells her about herself.
Yeah.
So it just looks like when she actually gets it, when she can take control, she wants to take
Well, that's what she
control.
wants. She's a full-blown narcissist.
Yeah.
She is.
Because I
And
don't think she had control with her Davide. He was in control there.
no,
as well.
but they were both as toxic as each other.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a good person. I'm saying they're both as bad as each other.
Yeah.
They are 100% as bad as each other. But I know full well that she's trying to find a replacement for Davide because they were the it couple who had a fucking TV show on Netflix afterwards, Homecoming. Like shit like that. She's 100% trying to find that. You know what she used to say to me the whole time we were together? I don't want to be with someone who's in the public eye, but I like you. So what would I do? I would dim my shine. I'd try and do nothing. I wouldn't go to events. I went to a MAFS event for the launch of the series that's just been. Go and ask anyone that saw me there. What was I doing? I was sat in a corner on my phone. Didn't want to talk to anyone.
You don't like him anyway, so that's
I don't like them anyway, but I would have at least just fucking got involved or had a drink. I sat down and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? She gave me she didn't give me a telling off, but she just fucking did my head in that night.
That's
so why did you fucking
narcissistic.
go? But she's a narcissist.
She wanted you to dim your public presence so she could shine more and also keep you a secret.
Yeah, because I was giving her everything she needed. I was making her feel good. I was helping her heal. I was helping
Safety
her grow.
net.
Yeah.
But you were never going to be her number one because she wants someone that's going to
She
take
wants
her
to
to the
be-
next level.
But not just that, she probably wants someone who treats her badly because a lot of girls do like that. That kind of keeps them a bit hooked. There's a bit of rejection and a bit of like putting you in your place and stuff.
But
and your story actually reminds me a bit like Carl Woods and Katie Price. I'm not comparing you guys, but it's just the same thing. He literally did anything for her and then she walked all over him. And that is a shame, but
she did.
It happens both ways.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's a men that do this to women, but women are
Women
equally.
do it too. It's when there's an imbalance of like who's doing more for the other person, or if you literally love someone that much. I'm like you though. If I love someone, I'll do anything, and then people take it for granted. But
she came to, like I said, she met my parent. My mum's got text messages from her, like from Christmas time. She met my whole family. Like, she just fucking just took the piss.
Do you think Ekin still loves Davide?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do. Deep down, but I don't know if she loves him. I think she loves the relationship. Like I said, I think that's what she's always going to try and get back.
What she got from it.
Yeah, because it's what she got. It made her feel important.
Yeah.
But she needs to understand that she just turned 30. Like, for example, her messaging me when they've had an argument in bed, her and Curtis that night, because Curtis was drinking, which is something that Davide used to do, and Ekin didn't like that. We didn't drink together because we didn't need to. I don't need to drink. You know me, I'm fucking...
Party as it is.
Just a party in my pants.
She is beautiful.
Yeah, she's stunning.
Yeah.
But beautiful women can be ugly on the inside, and that's exactly what she is.
Yeah, absolutely.
She is putrid on the inside.
I've only met her once.
And I think she would sell her soul if she could.
Oh, she already is.
She's tasted it. When you taste
That's
it,
the problem.
Yeah.
all you do is kind of crave for it.
And I tried helping her, and I, honestly, like, I was the one who was like, you need to go to therapy, you need to see a psychiatrist, and she did. She started going, she started getting better and stuff. But
How was she after Big Brother? Because did she get quite affected by Big Brother? I remember seeing her.
Fucked her up.
Yeah,
it absolutely ruined her, and that's when I met her. She was like, when I first met her, that first month, she was high off like meeting me. We were laughing, and then we took a dip where that second month, she was like crying all the time. I'd be going over at like 2 a.m. just because she was upset, and she was crying. I was hugging her to sleep.
Yeah,
and she was like, I can't sleep without you. Everything she said to me, she's probably saying to Curtis now, and that's exactly how she worked. Because there is an element of what Curtis will give her, which is exactly what I did. Made her feel safe, made her feel protected and comfortable. You know, she used to fall asleep in my arms. I never used to be like that, and she would cry herself to sleep. What
was it about the Big Brother experience that? Because was it the fact that the nation kind of hated her?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because she. The problem is, the producers at Love Island love her.
Absolutely.
ITV love her. She's got so many things lined up with ITV and Netflix coming up. You have no idea. I knew about this all before.
Because she's
Love Island.
always played, which I've known.
Gives them what they want.
TV Gold,
She gives them everything.
Oh, she's fucking TV Gold. She's brilliant.
These channels and things, they don't, as we all know, they don't have your best intentions at heart. They just want the gold, whether that's a good gold or bad gold.
And if it clicks, it works.
Yeah.
She wanted to be known as that class. She always used to say to me, I want to be that classy girl, blah, blah, blah. She'd FaceTime me from Monaco. She'd be doing all these amazing things. She went and did Love Island again, but she needed to do Love Island because the producers promised her a good edit. I was in the fucking room. They went, don't worry, Ekin, we're not going to fuck you over. Like, you're our favourite, you're our biggest. We want to build you back up. And don't worry, you're going to be doing this, this, and this afterwards. She's got such a future because of giving them.
That's why I can't watch reality TV anymore, because you're not watching anything real.
And I'm not lying.
It's just producers.
So do you think they basically made out because she fell off from Big Brother that they were going to basically fix that for her?
Yeah, that's
Come
what
on
they
the
said.
show, fix it.
Because there's no way she would have gone back on again. No way.
Her friends were telling her not to because she had me, and also she didn't decide she was going on it until 2 weeks before, because I was with her like the whole time.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't know if I'm going still. I don't know if I'm going still. I remember that night I left hers, and Neil DeBias, her ex-agent or agent or whatever, I think she's not with him anymore.
Just a fucking jar. But anyway.
I don't know, but anyway, literally as I left hers, he walked through the gate, and obviously he didn't know about me, and I just put my head down.
Did he know? But he obviously knew who you were.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he would have known who I was, because he rang her when the first ever article came out, because I got questioned about this in May last year.
Yeah.
And I went,
you lied to me as well, you bitch.
I lied to you. I lied to everyone. I lied to everyone.
Goes to the same gym as me.
Yeah.
That's what you lied.
Yeah. I lied to everyone. I lied to everyone for her.
I can't believe you did that, bro.
Yeah, I know. You know what? Even my best mate didn't know. My best mate didn't even know for months. No one knew.
Did you ever question her, like, when are we going to go public? When can we stop hiding this?
You know what she said to me? What? After the show. She said, after the show, she said, I'm ready for us to come out. She said, I trust you, I believe you, I want to be with you. She was like, after Love Island All Stars, we'll give it a little bit of time till the show dies down, or the press dies down, and then I want to be with you.
When did you last hear from her?
I don't know. Let me look.
Love this.
Right, I want to know more about this boxing match. Is it going to happen?
Well, he said I need to call him out, so I'm going to call him out. We've got a number crunch first. Like, I'm not going to call him out if it's not worth my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely.
I'll slap him about. You know what's funny? Is he's been calling everyone out. He's been like, fight me. People.
5 more minutes.
7th of March is when she last messaged me.
So not that long ago.
That's not that long ago.
Yeah. So that's when she last messaged me. But obviously she was in bed with Curtis when she was messaging me. I need to see you. Can't be at mine, but can I come to yours? Yeah. Like,
so did you see her?
no, I didn't see her. We haven't seen each other.
How does your mum feel about that? Because
my
mum,
mum,
you've been there and seen all of this.
My mum believed that she was putting it on the show.
She's very dramatic.
Yeah, this actually her. That's what you see on the TV.
Yeah.
Is exactly how our relationship went.
Yeah.
Sometimes she just blow the baby out of the bathwater.
Yeah.
For no reason. I'd be like, Ekin, why are you kicking off about that? Oh, I feel this way. I've not said you can't feel this way, but you're kicking off about something that doesn't exist. Anyway, she needs a lot of love. She needs a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I will happily get in the ring with Curtis. And the funny thing is he's trying so hard to be a boxer. That's what he wants to do.
Have you done boxing?
I've not even fucking watched a boxing fight.
Really?
And that's how much I'm like, go on, I'll fucking have it.
Yeah.
I'm 115 kilos.
Yeah.
I used to be an ex-rugby player. Let me learn how to box. I'll box your bonce off.
Yeah.
And if
you heard it here first.
And if I lose, I lose. Okay, boo-hoo, I don't care.
I just make sure I fucking punch her.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking, you want to have it out? I'll have it out with you.
And then is the prize the winner? Because obviously whoever wins, Ekin-Su is going to.
I don't want that.
Because obviously they'll have more clout.
I don't want that. I do not want anything to do with her.
No.
And I also know that what she did to me, she did to her ex in Turkey.
Really?
Yeah. And he still messages her. You ready for this? He still messages her, flurries of messages. She doesn't reply, blocks him. And when she wants a little bit of love and attention, what does she do? Unblocks him.
Yeah.
And then talks to him a little bit. And then he does it again and she blocks him. That's what she does. She's toxic.
Yeah.
She's not toxic. She's toxic.
Yeah, super toxic.
And it's a shame because when she is calm, peaceful, and in her loving nature, I wouldn't have stayed. Oh, sorry. I wouldn't have stayed if there wasn't love and affection. She gave me something I never had before, which I didn't get with Peggy.
Sex.
Not just sex, like love and affection.
Yeah.
Like we had such a intimate relationship. We didn't do much. Yeah, we went Airbnbs. Yeah, we went for walks, coffee. It was like a lockdown fucking relationship.
Yeah.
Didn't anyone see you when you're out? Didn't anyone see you and go,
oh my God.
Oh, to Ekin-Su and
Yeah. So this actually happened in October. It was when she asked me to delete a post. So I had to delete a post because it had a pumpkin patch in. Fucking hell. Anyway, her fans are nuts. They knew we were dating the whole time, but they never had any proof. And we went to a pumpkin patch in Suffolk. Stayed in an Airbnb. Really lovely, like really, really lovely weekend. It was the weekend she told me she was going on Love Island. And we were in a pumpkin patch. And she got recognised and she ran to the car. And as I was paying for the pumpkins, someone went, "Oh, it's Georges from MAFS." I went, "Ekin's over there." She was in the car. If she'd known, she would have given me a and then what? For the next hour, she's in a fucking grunt with me. It's like in south of France. I got to tell you this story. South of France, we went to this amazing restaurant, Michelin chef, beautiful view. She sent her food back twice. Third time, she got up and left, and she fucking had to hump with me. I was like, I didn't fucking cook the fish.
What?
Honestly,
why would you bring me?
She went, "I'm Ekin-Su," but I was so entitled.
She didn't say that.
Yeah, she did all the time. She used to say it all the time.
Oh.
Whenever she used to say that, I'd be like, why are you doing that? I don't care about who you are.
Yeah.
I didn't watch your fucking shows.
Yeah.
I'm here because I love you.
Regardless, you're still a human like everybody else.
We all die on the ground.
Yeah.
We all die on the ground.
What makes it? No, what it comes down to, it's a reality TV show.
Yeah.
You're not won a gold medal.
You're not
in
Kardashian.
the Olympics. You're not one of the best singers in the world.
You're not Eminem.
You're not talented. You're not talented.
The talent is that you like to listen.
Yeah.
Ekin-Su,
We're going to have to wrap
Shut
up
it.
now. Exactly. We're going to have
Shut
to wrap
it.
up now. What have you got anything in the pipeline that you want to just tell everyone?
if anyone likes health and fitness stuff, you can listen to my radio show every Tuesday, 11 till 12 on Fubar Radio. That's exactly what I do, which is pretty cool. Super proud of that. Just trying to help people kind of navigate the world of bullshit when it comes to fitness. Like, everything fucking works.
Yeah.
You just got to stick to it long enough.
For sure.
And apart from that...
Are you dating?
I'm talking to someone that I like.
So you're still open for girls to message you?
Yeah, of course.
Girls, message him.
Actually, there's a girl I slept with that listens to your podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Because I told her I was coming on. I don't speak to her anymore, but her whole personality was her dog. So when she hears this, that will really wind her up.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, babe. Anyway,
Keep listening.
Thank you so much for coming on
bro.
Spread the Juice. I've absolutely loved having you as a guest. It's been very juicy. I feel like we could carry on. We'll have to do part 2.